Hey guys, how we doing today? Welcome back to Day Drinking with Bilbo, and again to my guest host, Alyssa. Today we are doing a fun one for us. We're actually pairing margaritas with quesadillas. Quesadilla is something relatively simple. You can make at your house, and you probably have the ingredients: some shredded cheese, a couple of tortillas. You can get fancier than that, but the base one is 2 tortillas with some cheese in between. You don't have tortillas. If you have one, you can put some cheese on one side and then fold it in half. You got yourself half a quesadilla. Now, the easy way to do it is pop it in the microwave for 1 minute to melt the cheese and you're done. But if you want that nice, greasy, yummy brown coating on it, then you want to do that in a skillet with some butter. Make sure you flip both sides. Now, something special real quick about our quesadillas today. These are homemade tortillas that she actually just made, like literally 5 minutes before we started filming this episode. All right. So, we're going to do 3 different margaritas to see which flavor margarita is going to pair better with a quesadilla. We're using the tequila we always use, so I didn't bring the bottle to show you this time. It's a dark tequila from Kirkland, from Costco. The mixes, 2 of them are a Jose Cuervo pre-made mix. We have a traditional margarita, which is kind of a lime flavor. There's a little bit of maybe Cotrol in there. We got a strawberry margarita, which is strawberry flavor. And then something that I made specifically for this. This is what I call a sour margarita. It's going to get you here. It's going to get you right here. She's not very excited about that one because she doesn't really like sour the way I do. We'll do that one last, though, because sour tends to blow out your palate. So we don't want to do that. Cool. So same as always, we'll take a sip of the drink, then a bite of the food, and then a sip of the drink. We'll rinse between. Go make your quesadillas and then come on back.
That's a good margarita.
Simple. I don't know if you notice in the glass, there's no ice in there. For filming purposes, I didn't want it to melt and water down by the time we actually sat down and hit record. Those are really good tortillas. Those are really good tortillas, guys. Between the dough rising and stuff, it took about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
From the time she started the mix. I mean, that's tasty.
Yeah, it's...
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that was a good margarita with a good quesadilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tasty pairing. I don't want to make any judgments ahead of time yet, but that one's probably going to win. I don't know how you're going to top perfection, you know what I mean? Anyway, about 40 minutes from the time she mixed the dough until we actually skillet, put them in the skillet and fried them. I guess it's frying, right?
Yeah.
There's no oil or anything in it. It's a dry skillet.
This is my first time, too. You can probably be way faster than I am, especially rolling out the tortillas. That's a challenge trying to get them circular.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. They taste good, though. Strawberry margarita. Here we go.
Woo! That one's sweet.
Much sweeter than the traditional. In my head, I feel like this is going to kind of do what the dessert wine did in our wine miniseries a while back. And I'm wrong. Would you look at that?
So it's good.
That's
I mean,
tasty.
It really was sweet. Like, especially after taking a bite of the quesadilla. It's
Yeah, it got even sweeter.
You get the sugar. It's just sugar.
Yeah, but I didn't hate it. I mean, I would go to a restaurant and have a quesadilla and a strawberry margarita very easily. That was not as bad. I was expecting like the dessert wine salad thing that we did. But no, that actually went fine together. All right, now we're on to the one Alyssa's not really looking forward to. This is my special sour margarita. And it is very sour. I did sample. I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but it's a lot of lime. A lot of lime, actually. Some sweet and sour, and some other stuff. I'm hoping the lime and the cheese are going to marry. Ooh, and they might.
So that helped. The cheese in the quesadilla helped mellow out that sourness.
It's that fat on your palate.
Yeah.
It'll always cut through the other flavors. Yeah. Which of the three was your favorite with our homemade quesadillas?
It's gotta be the first one.
First
the
one?
one.
I'm inclined to agree that the traditional classic margarita with a quesadilla is good. And the reason is because cheese puts that fat on your palate, and it just kind of helps that traditional margarita elevate. It becomes a flavor dance on your palate. The strawberry one was a little too sweet. It wasn't that it was bad. It was just a little too sweet for this application. And the sour one, while much better than I think either of us actually expected, it's still a sour margarita. And that's something that I just want to drink and sip. I don't want to have to drink it with food. That one's going to be great on its own. But for all purposes here, I think the traditional was the answer, yeah? Well, thanks so much for watching this little episode of Day Drinking with Bilbo. We hope you enjoyed margaritas and quesadillas. As always, during quarantine, make sure you keep those hands washed. Stay 6 feet away from strangers. If you have to go out, don't forget to wear a mask, but we much prefer if you just stayed home. Pour yourself a margarita. Any flavor will do. And, quesadillas are pretty easy to make. Give it a try. Thanks so much for being here.
Bye, guys.
Bye.